Hey, bodacious beast, welcome back to my channel. My name is ScottyAllenDay. The future of work is a tough one to predict. Seeing that this is a rather popular podcast, I wanted to take a crack at this big tomato. Predicting the future of the workforce is both fascinating and difficult. So I'm going to have 10 different jobs, or 10 different things that I think is going to change in the future and basically change the way we work. So I figured it'd be a fun one to be able to do. Number 10 is quite a big one. It is blue-collar workers will become independent workers. By talking about blue-collar, it'd be about painters, electricians, plumbers. Once they get to their journeyman, so I think it takes about 3 years to be able to get journeyman. Once they get journeyman, they'll get their own license because they're making enough. They'll get their own license and they'll become independent contractors. The reason I'm saying this is because all three of those fields right now are paying about 45 to 50 bucks an hour. If you're not making that money, you better go and look online, because that's what I've been spotting in most areas. The other blue-collar job that I see is welders. Most welders in the blue-collar industry will end up going independent. I would say not a 75%. I would say about a 90 to 95% of those. They'll sign up for the Boilermakers Union, and they'll get hired through that. Depending on their skills and what they know and what they weld, it could go higher, it could go higher, it could go higher, it could go higher. I mean, right now the auto body industry is scrambling to try and get auto body welders. They're actually sending their own workers to school to learn how to weld and making them sign like a 2 or 3 year contract so that they don't lose their welders and lose their investment in these people. So I'm just saying that blue collar workers are on the road to being independent. The only thing I would probably say is the ones that are not really independent, it's going to be carpenters. I would say bricklayers too, but most of them work for a company. A bricklayer, a roofer, a framer, carpenters, they all work for a company because you can't really do it by yourself. It's almost difficult to do it yourself, and it's also difficult to find workers. So that small section of the blue-collar workers is going to end up going independent, which again is painters, electricians, and plumbers. I don't know what else I have written down on here, so I can't decipher it, but oh well. The other one is going to be all vending machines. To control the future of work, vending machines will take over most convenience stores. It's kind of like the way Back to the Future was. Marty McFly walked into a 7-Eleven. He pushed the button to get a Slurpee and a hot dog, and up comes the middle is a Slurpee and a hot dog. This type of thing with these vending machines will start becoming widely popular as the workforce gets tighter. Vending machines that'll prepare your food or prepare your ramen or prepare your oatmeal, all just by swiping of a card. And I would say vending machines will be a huge part of the workforce, and it'll cut down the amount of man hours, because all you have to do is get an employee that has a vending machine court. One person that owns a vending machine court of like 20 machines, and they go in there about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and they're done by about 6 or 7 o'clock, restocking all these machines. That's just my opinion with the vending machines. Number 8, retail will mostly be online. It's already going that direction. It's heading that direction at light speed. The reason is they can be able to control the costs. They can control the shoplifting. They can control the theft. They can control just about everything, and use probably fewer workers to bring stuff up to the front when somebody orders it and throw it in somebody's trunk. I can imagine seeing a Walmart. You order everything online, you're going to go and pick it up, you put down your pickup window, you go in, you push a button on the phone, you're being tracked as you're going through a certain drive-through lane, probably 2 or 3 lanes, and then you pull up. Once you get to your spot, you pop your trunk, somebody comes out, puts everything into your trunk, and you take off. I would say that's pretty much going to be even bigger. Private delivery services will expand to industrial. Private delivery service by meaning DoorDash, Uber Eats, Instacart, Grubhub, all of those will start expanding into industrial. That means if somebody needs 15 boxes of parts delivered 2 hours away, they just punch it in, say I need it delivered 2 hours away. The guy comes and picks it up, and drives and drops it off. You know, it might end up being a lot cheaper than UPS. And it might be a lot cheaper than freight forwarding. Who knows? But I would say delivery services will expand to industrial. It already has in a small way, but not quite yet. It just hasn't quite grabbed a hold yet. Industrial is still holding a little bit strong. They're still kind of getting short-staffed. They seem to have enough drivers to keep going, but eventually they're going to end up needing somebody that, you know, contracts with a truck or a van or something similar. You know what I'm talking about. Number 6 will be automotive and small engine mechanics will be mostly mobile. So if you have a problem with your car, if you need an oil change, if you need a brake job, if you need something simple repaired on your car, your lawnmower's not working, your motorcycle's not working, simply pick up the phone or pick up an app and order this mechanic, and the mechanic will come out to you and fix your car and then get it done that way. A lot of these, I mean, this is probably going to be the strongest one if it hits the market, because these mechanics will end up going by a rating system. So it'll be a rating system just like Uber Eats. It'll be a rating system just like Instacart. It'll be a rating system just like Indeed rating companies. If the guy comes in, does quality work, and he has 4.5 stars, I'm going to hire him. But if a guy does shoddy work and he has 2 stars, or I look at his reviews and he did a shoddy job or ripped this woman off, I'm not going to hire him. So that's going to pretty much be the big doozy right there. That's why it's number 6. I kind of wanted to put it at almost number 3, but I think this is probably a perfect spot for it. Number 5, public transportation will be self-guided. Public transportation, I mean, even with Uber driver, or with Uber or Tesla with self-driving cars, they're already testing self-driving semi-trucks. Eventually, public transportation will end up going, you know, self-driving. It's not hard with a fixed route. So public transportation will go self-driving, self-guided. It's probably going to happen within about the next 5 years. I can almost feel that. One city is going to have self-guided public transportation, and somebody else is going to be doing it sitting there at a dispatch window, and you may have about a tenth of the drivers because of the driver shortage. I would say school buses will go the same route. Once one of those 2 goes self-guided, the entire industry is going to explode. It's going to make the entire industry boom. It'll go viral. Teachers will have virtual classes. I'm pretty much saying that we're on the edge of schools going year-round in the United States. It keeps getting debated every year. People are leaning more towards trying to get schools year-round. In order for them to do that, they got to get around a teacher shortage. Now, to get around a teacher shortage, they're going to have to try and figure out what they need to do. Now, personally, I would support virtual classrooms. Teach your normal school year during the summer. If they're on vacation, if they're sick, teacher in service days, virtual classroom. Certain subjects, virtual classroom. Keep them learning year-round. That's what I see. There's another thing that's out here that right now that's being tested. I'm thinking about 4 credit unions. It's virtual banking. You can walk into a bank at any hour, go over to the machine, put your card in, and you get basically a live operator to do your transactions. You don't have a live person, you have a live operator right through the TV screen. There's another one out there that allows you to do it directly from your home. So, virtual banking is coming, and I can guarantee you it'll probably be here in about the next 3 years. I mentioned in another video with virtual doctor visits. Virtual doctor visits, pretty much, let's say you get a job, and you get your health insurance, and you get everything taken care of, and instead of the hospital sending you your card, they're going to send you your card, and they're going to send you a welcome box. And the welcome box will probably have your fist cuff on there. It'll have a little finger thing. You'll probably have a few tabs that you're going to have to pick up and that you're going to have to put on, and a thermometer. The only thing that they really wouldn't be able to get is going to be your weight. So just to be able to check your general vitals, they can be able to do that while you're doing a virtual doctor visit. Now I see that as a long way off, but I don't see that very far off. Just my personal opinion. And number one, it's already being tested. Several stores have already done it. Fast food franchises, fast food restaurants will be automatic. Now they're already saying, well, if we automate fast food, it's not going to cut down the amount of employees. We're going to have the same amount of employees. Blah, 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 blah. No, I'm just saying they're going to have probably about 2 employees inside the store. 2 employees inside the store, just troubleshooting and make sure the stock is going in the machine. I mean, that's a no-brainer. But we're going to see fast food automate. So, that's my list of what I would see as the future of work that's changing. The future of work. There's much more. There's a lot more things that out there that are showing signs that work is changing and different industries are changing. So what else do you guys think that will change in the near future regarding work? Drop it in the comment section below. I'd like to see it. I want to do another part of this video. I want to do a little bit more planning with the video. Drop it in the comment section below. Let me know. If you like this video, like the video, share the video. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video. Till next time, keep on walking.